Your mission is to learn to be masters of this force and to understand its oneness with you. When you accomplish this, O children, you will have conquered many worlds, not only your own. At this point you will have arrived in the fifth dimension and will truly claim the age of Aquarius as the age of enlightenment. Take this instruction seriously and reverently. Also enjoy. I am Katumi, your father and teacher, for this introduction to the lesson. I humbly relinquish the instruction to other teachers of the highest as they move the forces of creation to accommodate your thirst for knowledge. Go in peace, Adonai. Now, the next is another preface. This book is not about religion, conversion, or forming a new church. Instead, it is about us and our humanity, how we have lost our direction and power, and how we can find them again. The contents contain information destined to help humanity worldwide to relearn who we are and how we are connected to the one Creator, the Creator of all. It's about empowerment, thinking for yourself, discernment, hope, universal laws, wisdom from the ancient mystery schools, knowledge that we are all created equal, oneness, the path to freedom for everyone in the world, and integrating spirituality into life. Within each of us is a spark of light which connects us to our Creator. This point of energy is the reason why we have come into embodiment, although few understand this to be true. It is the life-giving force of the universe with which we are connected, and this point of light stimulates each breath that we take and every electrical impulse that charges our body. On Earth, we perceive the dense whirl of matter primarily through our five senses: sight, smell, hearing, touch, and taste. Since this light is within, buried deep within our etheric and physical bodies, most individuals do not even know that it is there, or that this light is our life force. The density of the physical world around us prevents us from piercing the veil and seeing this power within. This tremendous source of power can be accessed only by going within with the mind's eye and by listening to the silence. There is a still voice that speaks to each of us that is connected to this light. It is the higher self, the true self that is waiting to be discovered by every soul in embodiment. For many, it is difficult to grasp the concept that we are more than our human form and that we are also beings of light. Consequently, training the mind to accept expanded concepts of who and what we truly are can be an arduous task, requiring time, patience, and a desire to explore areas not commonly taught in the classrooms of today. When one acquires the ability to connect with the light within, everything observed and experienced through the five senses in the outer world takes on a new meaning, which releases the child within to want to relearn that which we already know. This path requires a whole new curriculum and set of guidelines to describe our existence. Most of us spend our childhood and youth dealing with the problems of establishing our identity, gaining knowledge and skills for adult life, and establishing a family and career. As some of these issues are addressed, we may turn our attention to a deeper consideration of the meaning of life. Many are motivated by the question, is this all there is to life? We search for understandings that will help us to see the world and our experience in new ways. The still small voice within us keeps asking the questions, who am I? Why am I here? Where am I going? And what is my purpose in life? When we ask ourselves these questions, we are forced to see the limits of our experience in the physical world. We begin to explore another reality, one based on an inner sense of knowing and believing that there are other worlds for us to explore. We may simply know that there is more. This is a book designed to assist all on a spiritual path to understand the world within. that is connected to the light and source of all power. It is a book on universal laws that teaches of the interconnectedness between humanity and the universe, the concept of oneness. Ultimately, it is a book about you, life, and the freedom to manage your life. It is a book about truth. To find freedom in the light is what every soul has come to earth to learn and experience. The answer to our struggle is that simple. It is the light that sets us free. It is discovered in the now, for the light is within us, always silently waiting to be discovered, to show us the way back to our divinity. When one discovers this truth and begins to make the journey home, exciting things begin to happen. Things once thought to be coincidence suddenly take on a new meaning of order. Miracles begin to be expected. Peace and harmony become the routine of the day, replacing chaos, harm, and negativity with order. Chapter 1, Introduction to the Basic Concepts of Transformation. Nothing we ever imagined is beyond our powers, only beyond our present self-knowledge. Theodore Roszak. In several messages received over the last few years, the Ascended Masters have spoken of the transformation Earth is presently going through. Often they included descriptions of changes that would occur to both land and people. They called it the birthing process for the planet and stated emphatically that it is part of Earth's evolutionary path. This transformation into the New Age was described once by the Arcturians at the birthing of a planet, Earth, as the birthing of a planet Earth into a star in the heavens. They said that it has been written since Babylon that the Earth would journey into the age of Aquarius and become a Garden of Eden in the universe. They also explained that this event was happening because of the procession of the equinoxes, and that Earth's position in this universal parade of stars was guided by forces higher than we can imagine. Transformation intrigued us because the messages implied a total change for both humans and the Earth. Katumi, El Morya, and Sananda made this clear on many occasions. They spoke of the mysteries, keys, and codes that unlocked the answers to these changes, and often sent us on journeys that assisted us to discover the answers for ourselves. In several transmissions, they suggested that we follow the thread. They implied that if we journeyed backward in time and researched major teachings recorded centuries ago, we would discover the secrets to life itself. Never would they give us the answers. Instead, they only provided guidance and advice, allowing us to work in whatever time frame and mode we chose. In short, they were excellent teachers. The search for answers was sparked by their clues and discussions of past knowledge that none of us had. They moved us through time-space with such rapidity that at times we felt our heads spinning with information and truths that we did not know even existed. They found us to be serious students and, at times, rewarded our efforts by giving us gifts from the etheric. Sometimes books that none of us had ordered would appear mysteriously in the mail, providing precisely the reading material that was needed to help us gather the information. At other times, strangers would introduce themselves to us by phone or personal visits. Coincidentally, we always had the information we needed to proceed to the next step. Other times, information was accelerated through our dream states or consciousness, leaving us to decode it. Transformation, says Katumi, is a journey that the human race has taken since the beginning of time. Therefore, in order to understand transformation, we have to research the ancient truths from the beginning of recorded history. Records in old libraries, such as the Library of Alexandria, contain much of the world's wisdom. But through the actions of unenlightened souls, these treasures and gifts were destroyed. That which was not destroyed will be rediscovered in this period, for the time is right for bringing these truths to the world once again. Much of this ancient knowledge will come forth in the same manner in which this book is being developed.